There are so many versions of Cinnamon by Nina Simone, but this particular version has brought it right up to the next level. And that's what dance music is all about. They're an exciting duo. They're brothers. They're from Norway. We'll talk about them in a minute, but first we'll go to Eunice Kathleen Wayman. Who is she? Nina Simone. Professionally known as Nina Simone, an American singer, songwriter, pianist, and civil rights activist. Her music spans styles including classic, folk, gospel, blues, jazz, R&B, and pop. That's who is singing. And her famous song, Cinnamon, has been recorded since the 60s by many, many people. Cinnamon, or Cinnamon, is an African American traditional spiritual song that's been recorded by a number of performers and has been incorporated in many other media and arts. The lyrics describe a sinner attempting to hide from divine justice on Judgment Day. It was recorded in the 1950s by Les Baxter, the Swan Silverstones, the Weavers, and others, before Nina Simone recorded an extended version in 1965 and made it her own and put a stamp mark on it. Now, what I'm telling you, everybody, is this particular version, even though there's been other versions by Horsepower, Sinead O'Connor, amongst others, ska punk band Goldfinger, it's up until 2021. Trills covered the song, which was featured in the official trailer for The Chestnut Man. And then on the Netflix show Lucifer, played by Tom Ellis, he plays the piano and sings the song for the crowd at his nightclub in the 6th episode of the first season. Do check that out. It's worth listening to that particular version. I won't say why, I won't spoil it for you. And then the HB show in Lovecraft Country, a cover by Alice Smith of Cinnamon, is played over the closing credits for each episode. So it continues to garner and garner such prominence, and people just love covering it, to be honest. But when Cream came along and started covering songs, and they're a band that I want to continuously bring to the attention of everybody, because these two brothers, the Cream, had released an unofficial house remix of Tove Lo, who is on my channel, and I shall attach her video to this, Talking Body. Now, it's not Talking Body I'll attach, but it is Tove Lo. She needs to be checked out. On SoundCloud early in 2015, that's when the brothers, they touched on that song on Tove Lo's Talking Body, and suddenly, boom, they started to be recognized by doing remixes and bringing other people in and mixing their tunes with another DJ's music and adding then their own stamp on top of that, and remixing and mix mashing everything in such a profound way. They've garnered millions and millions of views on their videos, and people are still tripping up and finding them and thinking, wow, they're bringing everything to the next level. They are, in my opinion, in today's world of DJ music, the top two performing DJs, I feel, on a global epic level that can't be touched. They're just uniquely unique. And also, you know, they've had records that have garnered 100 million times on Spotify. For example, if we go to the chart, let's see now, Clara May via Big Beat, it says here, records. The song charted in Billboard's Hot Dance Electronic charts and peaked at 22. To date, it's been played over 100 million times. See, they keep, over a couple of years, every one of their tracks has multi-millions listening, tuning in and saying, wow. So Cream are the people today, but see, Nina Simone's song that has been covered by many, many people has been given their stamp of approval. I hope it will be with you as well when you listen to their version, their remix version of a song that Nina has made her own, Cinnamon. Enjoy.
Oh, cinnamon,
Well, everybody, that has to be the very best version, dance version out there. They brought it to a superficial level in many ways that other DJs just won't be able to reach. They are so incredible, those two brothers. Now, when it comes to the lyrics, we're not going to break up the lyrics. What we're going to do is just finish off with, I would like a little bit more about Cinnamon and Nina Simone's recording, who you've heard there. Cinnamon, spelled as one word, is one of Nina Simone's most famous songs. I'm not surprised. She recorded her definitive 10-minute plus version on her 1965 album Pastel Blues, on which the credit is simply given as arranged by Nina Simone. Simone, I would say Simone because Nina Simone is very a westernized version of it, but I know that individually Simone is also a name, an Italian name, and I think I'll call her Simone for my channel. So Simone learnt the lyrics of the song in her childhood when it was used at revival meetings by her mother as a Methodist minister to help people confess their sins. In the early days of her career, during the early 60s, when she was heavily involved in the Greenwich Village scene, Simone often used the long piece to end her live performances. An earlier version of the song exists, recorded at the Village Gate, but it was not used on the 1962 Colpix album, Nina at the Village Gate. It was added as a bonus track to the 2005 CD release at the time. Simone's version of Cinnamon has been sampled by Kanye West for the Talib Kweli song Get By in 2003, by Timbaland for the song on Timbaland 2007, by Felix Tahouskat for Verve Records, Verve Remix Serious, Verve Remix 2 2003, Verve Remix Plus 2005, and French rapper Abdi Al-Malik sampled Simone's version for the title track of his 2006 album Gibraltar. The 2018 Hozier track Nina Cry Power and the 2020 Celeste track Stop the Flame also sampled the song. In 2021, the song was remixed by American DJ duo Softy Tuka. Now, Simone's version was used as a soundtrack to the art gallery theft scene in the 1990 film The Thomas Crown Affair, and her version is also played during the end credits of David Lynch's 2006 experimental film Inland Empire, and was featured in the video game Mark Echo's Getting Up. Well, today, everybody, it's featured on my channel as part of my adoration and love for the duo that is Krem from Norway. Congratulations, the two brothers, on another, and there they are, I had to give them credit by a visual for people to visualize them, for another classic remix. Don't you agree? Aren't you glad you found them on my channel? Go check out their links. They have 1 hour epic set in Norway, beautiful surroundings where they're just playing music. It's worth checking that out. Go ahead and treat yourselves. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for listening.